12 News Eye on Agriculture with Britton Rucker.
Ahead on Eye on Agriculture, hear from Kansas cattle ranchers about President Trump's comments on lowering beef prices by importing more beef from Argentina. Plus, a Kansas senator skeptical of the president's plans on lowering beef prices, while Senator Moran says he's not in favor of the plan. Good evening and welcome back to Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. This week, Kansas farmers reacting to President Donald Trump's suggestion that the U.S. buy Argentinian beef in order to lower consumer prices. Thomas Lynch spoke to those in the cattle industry who say that the fear this has caused might not be needed.
Any news like this is going to cause a knee-jerk reaction.
Steve Stratford is an assistant manager with Pratt Livestock, Inc. He says that beef prices, compared to everything else, aren't as high as people think.
If you do that math, you're talking about $90 a year to the average consumer buying a lower-end ground beef type product. So compare that to other of life's expenses that are all high right now. Beef's not that terribly high.
Agriculture instructor Barrett Smith agrees.
The market functions on its own. The market should take care of the market.
Smith doesn't believe the government should step in and decide when a price is too high, especially with such a small cow herd in the country.
We finally have a time in the livestock sector, whether it be hogs, cattle, sheep, goats, to have a profit built into this market. It is cyclical. We cycle throughout these.
Stratford says that the Argentinian beef would include lower quality cuts of meat, such as ground beef, and doesn't believe it would have a major impact on the market.
My guess is that we're making a deal with Argentina. We'll get some of their beef, and who they've been selling beef to will now go to Brazil because, you know, they can ship it there with not the increased tariff that's coming here.
And he thinks the market will self-correct.
I would encourage people to stay the course, do what you're going to do, what you normally do, and I think the cash markets will pull us right back out of this.
In Pratt, Thomas Lynch, 12 News.
Kansas Senator Jerry Moran also responding to President Donald Trump's comments on buying beef from Argentina. The president says the idea could lower prices, but Senator Moran disagrees. He says he thinks the Trump administration should let the market figure itself out on its own. It comes as the president's comments worry cattle farmers across the country. Senator Moran says the move could harm the economy.
Let the market play out, let it work. And anything that is trying to redistribute how that happens would be very detrimental to ag country, and particularly to livestock producers.
Representative Derek Schmidt had similar remarks in a social media post. Schmidt said, in part, Kansas cattle producers need more room to operate in free markets. They don't need more government interference. And still ahead on Eye on Agriculture, I sit down with a livestock economist to talk about how the Argentinian imports will impact you the next time you go to the sale barn. After yet another failed vote, the government shutdown continues. In an effort to help farmers, the Farm Service Agency has resumed its core operations, and that includes loan processing and payments. Meanwhile, President Trump's tariffs are hurting earnings for soybean farmers as China refuses to buy from the U.S. The government is trying to give farmers $3 billion to offset their losses, but one farmer in Iowa says it's not enough.
The current aid package that's being released right now is simply current Farm Bill policies that have been in existence for the life of this Farm Bill. Oh, we passed the last Farm Bill 8 years ago. This is not the help that we need to deal with this trade chaos.
Agricultural economists say the ag downturn combined with the government shutdown and the trade fight is creating a buildup on producers and shows no signs of easing soon.
At some point soon, I think you'll be able to farm from your office.
Immigration raids that have left as many as 70% of field workers too scared to show up. What farms in California are doing to help fill the gap.